So right now, there is no building in pub matches of Fortnite in Season 2. But chances are by now, especially if you're an arena player, you know that you are allowed to build in arena. So with that being said, this is a fighting guide, but how can you make one if you can't build in real game? I'm going to be dead honest with you. I think you should take this time, take these tips, take this video. You should hop into arena after I explain these techniques so that you can try to implement them into your own game. If you clicked on this video, chances are you want to get better at the game. I promise you, even if you're not an arena player, going out of your way to practice these mechanics, these tips are gonna help you in the long run. That was a quick disclaimer. Let's get into the vid. I'm a little late to this, so I gotta get started. We got Season 2, Chapter 3, all-in-one fighting guide. I'm gonna teach you everything I know that I learned in the first day of playing. Don't forget to please use code KenBeans when you buy the battle pass. Helps me out a ton. So right away, you guys want to know the meta. I think personally, like I said on TikTok, this is no buffs, no nerfs, no nothing besides just the brand new release of the game. Nothing has changed as of making this video. I played arena for a while on stream. My loadout is the striker shotgun, the ranger AR, minis, big pots, and the combat SMG. This combat SMG is extremely broken. I'm going to dive into lots of examples of different techniques I use in the new season to show you guys specifically. There's going to be tons of rapid fire, quick, fast tips and tricks throughout this entire video, so I recommend watching the whole thing through if you're new to Fortnite especially. All right, so boom, let's get into this. As you guys know, there's now running in Fortnite. You have to go into your settings on controller or on keyboard. You have to set sprint to a keybind. How I use this in my fights, I'm a little impatient, but I run up the stairs. Just like this, you see how I get completely around the guy and then go for shots? Use running to sprint right by people. It's extremely overpowered. So there's now blimps in Season 2. Fighting in these things is a mess, let me tell you. You cannot build in so many spots. General rule of thumb, fighting guide Season 2, what I recommend to you is not stay in here and try to keep your time in here as short as possible. The thermal fish are back in Season 2. I really do like using these in fights because of this right here. I grab the high ground, look down, and I can literally see this guy ramming himself into his own wall. He's kind of confused, lost. Then I use that because of the thermal fish. I jump down right in his face and just get involved. The thermal fish are kind of good. I mean, they're not crazy, but I like them. So no matter what SMG you have, whenever you see someone with a wood wall, I instantly drop down and shoot and take the wall as I'm falling because no one will be able to tell which wall you're dropping on. With the SMGs, you take walls so quick, no matter which one you got. Yes, there is now tanks in the game and they're very frustrating. Don't get me wrong. We might see a nerf to these. I don't know. Very quick tip to counter these things. As I was playing about 3 hours in, I found out from my chat that you could shoot the driver. It takes like 2 bullets to shoot the thing open and you can start shooting the driver. You can kill him. Other than that, I try and stay away from them and just run away because you're going to end up dying a lot because they can do 120 damage with the missile explosive that they shoot. And they have a turret on them. Also, if you don't know, the tanks can boost. And the quick thing is that if you don't use WASD on keyboard, I don't know the controls to drive them yet because I use the GMK joystick. I can't use it. I can't drive it anywhere. I'll figure it out though. I'm sure it's possible. What you need to start doing is running more and just being aware that you can run around the map. Every single time I start a build fight, I always like to run up as close as possible and then start going for the build fight, the piece control and all that. My tip to you though is to start full sprinting towards people because it allows you to get hype faster, take them off guard faster, etc. To me, the gold striker hits like a pump. It always hits really hard, even from like kind of 1 box away, just like this. I just wanted to quickly demonstrate the best meta with the striker shotgun and the combat SMG. It's freaking nasty. There's gonna be lots of sweats in your game. One thing I do in this new meta, every single time you ever get coned just in this spot, you always have to make sure that you can quickly flip the ramp to block the shot. Do not bother taking out your shotgun like I did. Trust me, take out that combat SMG and go to work. Absolutely insane. You're gonna see tons of examples just like this. This meta is tons of fun, nuts, but it's raging to die to. In the spray meta, let me tell you something real quick. You might get a lot of people boxed just like I have in this situation. I strongly recommend you do this exact thing that I did on my window edit that you do in your window edits. Had him boxed, I shot the stair, broke it, placed the cone. Notice how I stayed really far to the left. I backed up because I knew that this guy was gonna run at me. Season 2, you gotta know these tendencies that players, every single time you have a window edit like this, they will charge at you. They always do. Here's a quick example to remind you that even though someone's spraying you constantly with your SMG, this was an absolute trash edit because 1, there was no build inside my box, so after he shot me, he could have stared me off. 2, I open up a wide edit when I should have done some sort of window edit. I always think the pressure gets to me when I hear all these SMG shots. I think, okay, they're not going to shoot their shotgun, but in fact, he took me off guard because I wasn't expecting it. In particular, I don't know what the stats are, but the Ranger AR is nuts. This AR beams like crazy, and for some reason, even on keyboard, I feel like I have aim assist because once I shoot someone, the recoil goes exactly where I want it to be after I shot. I feel like it almost shoots faster. It's super good nowadays. You guys got to try it out, and I think it's even better than the Sloan rifle, which is the mythic version of the AUG that's been added to Fortnite. I haven't had too much experience with that, but that's what I think right now in making this video. The striker here, I'm backing up because this guy's always trying to charge in my face, but one thing I do, when I fall down the layers, I always look to shoot someone and then place a flat right away. Getting used to this type of pre-fire in Season 2, this is the best thing to do for your Chapter 3 fighting guide. I'm telling you right now. Shoot, place flat right away. You're gonna notice right here, during this full box, this guy, I got him coned, he jumps in the air, and I know that he's falling down. What I did was keep my crosshair placement ultra still. After you box people in this new season, you should be aware that you should be doing things just like this, where you keep your crosshair placement directly head level. I have smooth tracking throughout all the piece control by doing simple things just like this, by keeping my crosshair placement really still. Here's a unique situation that I can guarantee you'll probably see yourself in one way on Fortnite in this season. There's a guy on the opposite side of the door. What I did was place the wall because it sounded like he was charging at me, and then after I do that, notice how I place the cone above his head. Then I open up and edit, and then I wait for him to come through, and he can't do anything about it. You can also see how I placed a cone from one box away. I should have mantled here. It probably would have been faster. I should have been climbing on the wall and then edit the cone instead of placing a stair. Then go in with the piece control. Probably takes people off guard because they don't know exactly where you are. The mantle is OP. Check me out right here during this clip. In tilted towers yet again, and I end up getting a quick kill. So I'm running over the loop, but I know that this guy's on my butt. Quick tip for fighting is to always swap out the guns that you have in your inventory for the person that you killed, because on the ground, the guns that are on the ground are always reloaded. Whenever you kill someone, that's just how it is. Following that up, I'm in a fully metal built structure. Anytime in a situation like this, take the 50-50. Promise you, especially with the Combat SMG, you're gonna kill this guy in 2 seconds. Similar move to that door strat. This is nuts. I shoot the guy. I got 2 walls in front of me. I don't make an edit because I know that he's looking at me. Instead, I know that he's gonna go up, so I place the cones above his wall. Then I go in with piece control. Then I aim down and shoot him, and then I switch to the SMG. Use this play anytime you're in a building, someone's chasing you, no matter what it is. What I do is make it look like I'm running away by placing a stair to block my back. I turn around real quickly, reverse the edit, shoot the guy, spray my SMG. He's toast every time. I do this play a ton, and I mentioned this in a previous video. When you compare the blue Stinger to a green Combat SMG, right now during this video, the Stinger has 17 damage and a 12 fire rate. The green Combat SMG has a 21 damage with a 12 fire rate. I'm telling you, it's just not. Anytime you got a guy on a wood floor, you take that Combat SMG and you shove it straight up there. Here's a crazy move that has been working. I think it's because of the fire rate of this new Combat SMG. This guy was turbo building this wall as I was shooting it with this SMG. I jumped straight in by timing it just right, shooting the SMG at the perfect time to break the wall, and then I just run right in. This is a crazy exploit that I got. Definitely be aware of this move because it's nuts, especially if you have low ping. If you have higher ping, I'm sorry, you probably can't do it. If you can take the wall and place the cone when the guy is on the left side of you, you're going to set up a really good peek for yourself. That's exactly what I did in this clip and smack this guy in the head. And then I use the simple stair exploit, jump right in and get the kill with the SMG. People are going to piece control you like mad. There's tons of sweats on the game. We've learned this from season 1. It's even easier to kill them now because if you just find the right spot, you let them do all that piece control, they edit right open. No matter what happens, they're dead. You don't even have to hit headshots. It's just GG. Here we go again. I know that this guy's going to chase me through a building, but one thing I did was wait for him to take out his pickaxe. The second someone busts through a door, they're instantly going to try and take out their pickaxe to break it real quick because they don't exactly know where I am. I wait for that moment, and no matter what gun he switches to, he is toast before he even gets it out. Here's one cheeky move I did. As you can see right here, I got a guy above me. I pre-fired him, took the wall back. I let him have that wall so that he can commit to the play, and I edit both of these walls in front of me, jump up and smack him in the face. That play works because they think that you're running away, but you're reversing the whole situation and put you back in control. One cool thing about the new season is that whenever you're close to the zone on the edge right here, your screen starts to turn a little pink. Let you know that the zone's approaching. As I'm piece controlling the heck out of this guy, one thing I did was I continued to run forward a little bit to screw up his aim. That caused him to miss the shot, and I hit the shot. This move is used a ton. There's different variations of it, but you double edit, you drop down. As you're placing the wall, you edit through, you cone, you piece control, all that. If you can practice as slow as you want in any creative, it will really help your game, especially in today's meta. Here's the same thing again. It's just dropping down, coning, walling, and then just trying to go in with full box. I'm gonna let you listen for a second. Notice how I heard the guy reloading, and that's when I went in for the play. Anytime you crack someone, they're in a pressure situation. Look at this guy right here in this box. You see a wood wall, you spray through it, he's dead. It's better to not make the edit and just spray real quick. To wrap up the vid, see me here as I'm fighting a guy who has me completely weak, but notice how even though he's in my boxes and I'm going to make an edit, I stopped myself in the action because I saw that he was ready for it, and I knew that if I made that edit, I would have been dead. Lots of people nowadays, if you want to get better in season 2, just do exactly what I'm doing right here. Think about the edit as you're making it and ask yourself, is this the thing I want to do in the moment? The more you die doing stuff like this, the more you're going to be just like me and stop the edit altogether. This is what allowed me to win the fight because I didn't make a dumb edit even though I was on the verge of doing it. Once again, I want to remind you to use my code KenBeans for the battle pass if you guys did learn anything. And I got 69 tip video coming soon. It's going to be the next upload. Stay tuned for that. Hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day or good night. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.